my channel. I want to talk to you today about something that we all have to deal with, which is a really busy lifestyle with kids and being pregnant, having a job or your own business or a 9-to-5 job. We're juggling a lot. And so how do we do all that? A lot of people say to me that it looks so seamless how I do it. And it's actually not. It's just that I do a lot of prep work beforehand that people don't see. So just like if you're very successful at your business, people will say to you, oh, it looks so easy. It's not. It's just they don't see what you do behind. You know, being successful isn't ever easy. It's just that people don't see everything that it goes behind it. So I want to share my tips with you, and I hope that it will help you out as well. I do two things. Number one, the 5 bucket system. Number 2, the block system. Okay, so first the 5 bucket system. How does it work? You think of all the hats that you have to wear, which are really the buckets you have, which are the big things that make up your day-to-day life. Things that you want to, at least once a week, make time for. So I have 5 buckets here, a journal for it if I need to write things down. I also have on my calendar online, like the Google Calendar, 5 different buckets, and each one has its own color, and when I think of something that I need to do, I just throw it in there. For example, if one of my kids has a class every Tuesday after school, I just put it in there and put on the auto. That every Tuesday it'll remind me that at this time she has the class after school. Or if I have a payment that I need to make, it's on auto. So a lot of these things I just put in there so I don't have to think about it all the time. It's kind of like a brain dump. Every time I think of something that needs to get done, boom, I put it in. So that's the iCalendar, and I have 5 buckets there, which are me, my family, the buildings that I have. That's the buckets that I have, or buildings that I'm looking into. So that, because I'm in real estate and I own buildings. So that, and I just started a new one, YouTube. So that's the buckets I have in iCalendar or Google Calendar, whatever it's called. I also have a notebook, and in this notebook I can actually write things down, which I'm not going to do in my Google Calendar. But here my 5 buckets are family, which includes my kids, my husband, me, the dogs, all that. If I need to write something down, I have a family tab for that. My buildings that I'm already maintaining, new buildings that I'm looking into, YouTube videos, and learned. So if I want to take a class on something, I'll put that in learned. Or if something happened and it taught me a lesson that I should keep in my brain, I put it in learned. So obviously the notebook is going to be a little bit different than the Google Calendar because just you need it for different things. So it's not going to be exactly the same, but you should have a basis of your 5 buckets and write things down for each one of them. So like I said, it's not exactly the same because, for example, the buildings that I'm maintaining in my Google Calendar, I'm going to have a lot to do for them, right? But I don't have a lot to write about them. I'll have much bigger section for future investments because that's going to take a lot more energy to start something than to keep it going and maintain it. So it's not exactly identical, and you have to see what works best for you. But this is what I do, and hopefully that it'll give you a nice idea. I do not use this for my daily planning. I just use this so I kind of have an understanding of what I need to do all around. My week, my month, if you look at it, there's already things there from auto, or if I make a doctor's appointment, right away I put it into my Google Calendar. So that's very helpful, but it's not what I use day to day. What I use day to day is my second system, and that's called the block system. Okay, what's the block system? The block system challenges you. Instead of looking at your life hour by hour, look at it in blocks. Usually a block will be between 1 and 4 hours, and the blocks, you want to try to make it around 3 hours, generally is the best, but whatever works for you. When we have kids and we have work, our life kind of naturally has a flow. So this just takes that flow and tries to have a consistency in your life with it. I like to visualize it with like colors. Everyone's blocks are going to be different, and every day your tasks are different, but your basic flow of the day is the same. So I know, for example, that every morning that I wake up, I need to get the kids dressed, get myself dressed, go to school, start a load of laundry, take out the dishes in the dishwasher, make food for the kids. Like, you know, there's things that I need to do every single day. So my first block, I know that there's going to be things that I need to do every day. My first block is going to be get up, get the kids dressed, get myself dressed, have breakfast, go to school, start a load of laundry, take out the dishes. That's my first. Those kinds of things are my first block, which is from 6:30 to 9:30. 9:30, I come back home, the kids are in school. Now, for me personally, I don't write everything. I don't write that I need to drink a cup of coffee. Some people like to write every single thing, so they could just do that check, and you know, it makes you feel more accomplished with your day when you do the check mark. But there's things that I don't have to remember to do. For example, if I write take kids to school, I know that means also get them dressed. Like, I don't have to write get them dressed. But that's just a personal preference, how you like to do it. So that's block 1, 6:30 to 9:30. It's kind of my morning block. Okay. The second block is 9:30 to 1. Here I will do anything I need to do outside of the house. If I need to do grocery shopping, get my nails done, if I'm meeting a friend for coffee, any of those things, I do it at 9:30. Walk the dogs also. I do it at 9:30 when I drop off the kids at school. So I get back home, I'll walk the dogs, or I just won't go home and I'll do the other things that I just said that need to be done outside of the house. When I get home, I go to my office and I start work. And I will write down the different things I need to do that day at work, but the general point is I go upstairs to my office and I'm working. And I eat lunch during this block. Do I write myself to eat lunch? No, because I'll remember to eat lunch. I'm pregnant, I am not gonna forget to eat. But I do that in this block between 9:30 and 1. At 1, I clean up a little bit and I take a nap until 2:30. So it could be a half-hour nap, it could be an hour nap, but generally I don't take naps, but when I'm pregnant and when I first have a baby, I'm super tired. And especially this pregnancy, I think it's because I'm already running around after kids, and like each pregnancy you're older, so I think it's because of that. I'm much more tired than I was. Let me know if that's happened to you as you go through pregnancies. The first one, I was in my 20s, I was fine, you know, in the second trimester, but now I'm like always tired. I went to sleep at 9 last night, but I digress. So 1 to 2:30, that's that block. Clean, nap, boom, that's it. My fourth block is 2:30 till 6. That's the kids block. They have after school activities. Well, first I have to pick them up. And then if I need to take them to after school activities, or if we're doing something at home, if we have homework to do, you know, just or playing with them, whatever it is, I'm with my kids. Then we eat dinner around 5:30, and I start the cleanup. So that's that block. And then from 6 till around 8:30 is the bedtime block. So that's just taking them to the shower and getting them in bed, reading them books, all that stuff. During this block, I'll usually clean a little bit more, because at 8:30, 9, I'm done. I just want to relax, watch TV, hang out with my husband. Like, I don't want to do anything, basically. A lot of people do after that, they do the block of, you know, 8:39 till 11 of hang out, watch TV, whatever, and then they'll do another block of 11 till 6:30 to go to sleep. I don't do that. I don't find it necessary, but again, it's what works for you. You really have to tailor this to your life. Every single person's blocks will be different. So this has helped me a lot, manage my time and really focus on my kids when they're home, and focus on my work and have some time for myself, get an exercise. Like, I can manage everything doing the 5 buckets and then doing the block system. And I hope that it works for you. Let me know, do you do any of this in your life already, or can you implement some of this in your day-to-day? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're doing, and I'll see you here next time.